trying to see what you.
Welcome, folks. Welcome to Swagging with the OG Mike D, man. I got two special guests today, man. I got my boy B Rock. Y'all done seen him before, man. This cat, y'all already know, man. He's in a little bit of everything. Art, he's the mailman, everything else. Then I got my cousin, Mr. Dockery, Stanley Dockery. Every time this cat call me, y'all, he scared the shit out of me, man, because him and my dad got the same name. He a year older than me. And they named him Stanley Dockery. And every time my phone ring, I see his name, boy, goddamn, I get nervous, but I had to realize it's him. He's down in Killeen, Texas, man.
Yes.
And I'm gonna let Byron B Rock, y'all know him. I'm gonna let my cousin introduce himself, man. You know, he in the sports, man. He's a coach down there in Texas. He's a quarterbacks coach, man. He got a little academy down there, man. That's doing well. Hey, cuz, introduce yourself and welcome to the
I
show.
was wondering was you gonna tell everything and not allow me. But I'm into sports. It's very important, and the reason why I decided that path was because most of our young black men first start playing sports. So if we can change it at the young age, then as they grow up, it helps. Football is sports is life lessons. So
Right.
that's what I do. That's why I do what I do. Like I tell everybody, if you ask any president, Obama played basketball as a youth. So all these big guys have been involved in youth sports somewhere in their lifeline.
You know what I'm about to say, right?
What's
Trump ain't paid no goddamn on sport. He
Yeah.
played. That mug.
Hey.
He didn't enter the draft because he had tendonitis, and he can't remember. He can't. No, he had shin splints. But he can't remember which side it was. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to say that.
That's it with me. And I'm glad to be on my my cousin's podcast. His name is Mike because I stole his daddy's name. My mama stole his daddy's name, so he couldn't name it.
It's all good. I still love him the same, man. But this show today, folks, it's about a situation in Virginia Beach, Virginia, with a Navy sailor. He walked in. His wife was actually engaged in sex with a guy she was cheating with. The sailor shot him in the head 3 times, killed him, called the police, and asked what did he do wrong. And the question I have for these guys is, what should happen to the woman? This sailor's in jail. He could do a life sentence, and everybody know it didn't happen on post. It happened in Virginia Beach, the city of Virginia Beach. He could do life in prison. He could do 10 years in prison. Well, I mean, he probably wouldn't do that much because they got him for second-degree murder. But he's in jail right now for something his wife did. She let this guy in the house and was having sex with him in this man's house. What do y'all think about that? We're going to go with you first today, cuz since you new on the show.
First of all, I think it's just from the beginning, it's wrong. Just off the rip, that is wrong. But then, I look at, well, why do they have him in jail? Another thing I asked, well, was the gun registered? Was the gun an issue why he's locked up? Because I think he shouldn't be locked up for that. Well, was the gun registered? Second thing, man, we were talking earlier, and I was talking about an accessory to a crime. she's just as much at fault as he is. You know, if you talk to that boy, that guy's parents, I wonder what the parent will tell you. I bet you they're not on her side. I bet you they're, because you put their son into a situation that you knew was wrong. And he's dead because you decided, regardless of what he did, you decided to take him over there and, you know, and engage in this sex act.
Yeah,
So,
because you know it's like this. Your sex partner, you cheating with, he dead. Your husband in jail, and you out on the streets.
on the streets, yes, man. And that's the crazy part.
Yeah,
People, 2 men gone, but guess what? You still out here chilling. You still out here hanging or whatever. And them 2 locked up. So,
right.
You know, just off the thing, you know, I think it's wrong that he's there. But, you know, why is he there?
Okay. Rock, what's your opinion?
This is one of those mind-blown situations. You know, when I was looking at the news report, the reporter said the wife's boyfriend. What?
Wow.
The wife's boyfriend? I mean, that first of all, that really struck me, because are y'all swingers? I mean, that was the first question that came to hand. Are y'all swingers? Because how did the news affiliates knew that was your boyfriend? That's number one. Number two,
they weren't swingers. That's a definite, because the guy didn't know. He didn't know this guy.
Right, but why did the news people say that this was the wife's boyfriend that got murdered by the husband? That whole scenario really, really kind of took me over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as him shooting and killing him, I must say that was wrong. You could have shot him in the damn kneecaps or something, but not take his life. So the wife, who basically started this whole ordeal, what in your mind said, okay, let me bring my boyfriend over to my husband's home, which we both share, and have sex with you?
Wow.
What were you thinking? You knew by setting up the stage what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You already know that. I mean, come on, let's face it. We all did time in the military.
Yeah. Y'all keep in mind, folks, all of us are veterans.
Yes.
And all of us has went overseas or went somewhere and left our wives at home and left trust in them.
Exactly. Now, some of us that got out, we're not mentally shot out, but we've seen and experienced some things that kind of really messed us up. So maybe something within this guy took him to that point where he actually said, you know what, I'm gonna take your life. That was wrong. Plain and simple. Again, you could have shot him in the shoulder, you could have shot him in the kneecap, something, to kind of, wound him a little bit, but don't take his life over your wife who doesn't even respect you as a man or the home that you guys share. She needs to do some time. Period.
Right. Okay. All right, I'm gonna give y'all my take on it.
Here we go, showtime.
I promise to God. Now, I ain't gonna say that, because I don't know what I would do. Because this situation happened before when I was stationed at Fort Campbell. We had a soldier, came home, same shit happened. He killed a dude. He stayed in jail 5 days. But it happened on post. So different rules on post. He stayed in the stockade 5 days. They let him go. Of course, they moved him in the barracks. He had to stay around, couldn't go nowhere. Restricted. Um, the wife ended up getting 6 years. Wife ended up getting 6 years. That's that. You know, that's what happens when you're on a military base. But you know, Virginia is a Commonwealth state. Judges there can make their own rules as they go. And Kentucky's another state that's a Commonwealth. There's one more, I can't remember what it is, which one it is, but
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania,
Yes.
you should know. You from Philly. But you know, so they can make rules. They can do what they want to do. So we don't know what this guy is getting ready to go through, you know. And now I'm gonna give you my opinion, what I probably would have did. I would have got up, walked in there, and walked out of the room and said a nice prayer. Oh God, you know, I can't deal with this. Just give me strength not to go in here and shoot both these motherfuckers. That's what well, you know, you never know. That's why they call it crime of passion. Some states recognize it, some states don't. It's all up to the judge. The guy's he's in a jacked up situation. He can't get out of jail. And it's just messed up. It's messed up, man. But you know, these women and I'm not just gonna say women, because you got guys who cheat and women come in and shoot the woman or jump on the woman and whatever and end up going to jail. I don't care which way it is. For one, you don't bring somebody else to your house if you're gonna do some damn dirt.
Yes.
You go to a hotel. You know, if it's that bad, don't bring that person to your house, because that's just making it worse.
Absolutely.
You know, that's gonna make somebody really kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but the thing is, what do you all think? What do you two think that we can do about this? What can Congress? What can a judge? Anybody? They need to come up with something, man, because you know it seems like the person's doing the cheating is always the one to get to walk away, and then you got one dead and one in jail.
Yeah.
Whether it be the male or the female, you know, something got to be done about
it. You know, you and I, we talked about this earlier. The rules of governing in the military is totally different than the civilian world.
Right.
Yes.
Each state, each town, each city, they all have their own individual ways of governing instead of sticking to one common governing rule. Now, does this take the Supreme Court coming down on all these individual cities, states, towns, whatever, and say this is now going to be the following state? I mean, I honestly don't know, but I can surely tell you that even my time in the military, there were some things that we done where, yeah, I could have been locked up for a long time, but because I was military, lived on the post, you know, I basically got my hand slapped and said, you know, move on. If I'd have done that shit here, excuse my French, if I'd have done that here in the civilian world, I'd be another black man locked up for years.
Right.
What does it take? I really wished I had the answers. I don't know.
Cause you got 2 minutes. Give me
in some states it's almost what they're doing with the kids now, where they're starting to charge the parents for the things that the kids do. Yeah. So I think that you know, that's something that they should look at. Why? Because you're right. You put not and maybe that she don't get in trouble for what the husband. She should get in trouble for the guy that she brought into the house.
Right.
So she should get charged for that.
Right.
You know, you brought him in. You put him into a situation that got him killed.
Accessory to the crime.
Right.
Exactly. So I think
Right.
the parents probably on the other, it may be a civil suit against her from the guy's parent.
It probably won't. But look, guys, we're gonna take a break right quick, and then we're gonna come back in just a minute with part 2. Okay.
To it.
All right.